and Twitter, I think. So anyway, welcome if you're watching on all those platforms, and especially hello if you're watching on the replay. So if you watched my YouTube broadcast from last night, you will have seen me making these cards here. Okay, so these are cards that I made last night. Hello, Cindy, lovely to see you. And they were made using scraps of stampings that I'd done in the last few months. And I was tidying up my desk to do some more work, and I realised that I had the scraps of the scraps on my desk. So I thought it would be fun to come on here and maybe do something additional with you guys. So I'm just adjusting my camera there. Anyway, hi everybody. Great to see you. Just seeing if is there any way I can zoom in. Is there a way of zooming in with apps? No idea. Okay. What's that one? Oh, that's clever. Oh, I have this little gadget on my screen that I can. Oh, there we go. Right. Hello, everybody. Please remember to give me a thumbs up and do share out this video with anybody that you think might enjoy it. Right. So last night I was using the sticky adhesive strips that use sticky sheet that would have come from Stampin' Up! A few months ago, because we used to stock the Sizzix one. We now stock our own brand one. So I thought it would be fun to just check it out and see how this works. So here is the sticky sheet. It measures 12 by 6 inches. And I've managed to get 2 here. Yeah, I didn't mean to have 2 in my hand, but anyway, let's get rid of that one. And I've also already cut a sheet of 6 by 12 designer series paper that I'm bored of it now. It's been around a little while and I've used this paper very often and I've got spare sheets of it. So bless it, it's been a good stalwart piece of paper, but I'm ready to cover it up now with something else. So I'm going to just very carefully apply my designer series paper to the sticky sheet and then use that as a foundation to then stick some of my scraps onto. Hello, Miss Linda, lovely to see you. So because I'm streaming on different platforms, I'm going to be able to see lots of different comments from kind of different people. So this is going to be fun. So let's see if I can read these comments. Hello, Georgiana. Lovely to see you. Hi, Cindy. Deborah Smith. Sherry. Karen. She was just watching yesterday's. Linda. Wendy March. Patricia. From Missouri. Hello. Hi, Martina. It is just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in the UK. So there we go. Right, and for some reason my my phone is not wanting to behave itself in its caddy, but anyway, there we go. Okay, so I've got those adhesive sheets, the sheet stuck on there, and now I just need to remove the backing from it. So I'm just going to do that, and yes, it's pretty sticky stuff. So I'm actually going to just reveal a portion of it at a time, because I don't need it all revealed just yet. And I'm going to bring my chair and start sticking on my scraps of scraps. So I don't know if you end up with this sometimes, where you do use up some scraps or trying to use things up on your desk, and then you end up with more scraps. Does that happen to you? So I have now here got a mixture of the purple and the pink stuff that I used last night, plus some bits of DSP that I've been cutting for another project. And so I've got lots of these thin little bits here as well. Hi, Gail. Lovely to see you. Right, do keep saying hello. Now, I'm having to look at my screen because I don't have another device to look at the comments. So, hi, Miss Linda. Always up early, Linda is. So I'm just going to start by attaching that. And I may need to trim some of these down, but I'll get that one on first. So this is going to be a real hodgepodge of different kind of patterns and colours and fun textures and things. I don't know if you can hear that wind, but it's the weather is pretty dreary here in mid Wales today. So that's where I'm from. For those of you who are watching me via HAPS, and perhaps you've not come across me before, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in mid Wales, and I love showing people how to be creative, particularly with Stampin' Up! Products. And you can purchase most of the products you see me use, actually, unless it's a retired product, going to my Stampin' Up! Store. So if you go to stampinup.net/artfulstampin, or if you go to stampinup.uk, if you're in the UK, you can then find me. My name is Ruth Trice. So I'm known on social media as Artful Stampin. So I have a YouTube channel. Hi, Bob. Nice to see you. Hi, Debbie. Yes, please give me a thumbs up. Hi, Janet. Oh, Debbie's just subscribed on HAPS. Well done. Hi, Gail. Great to see you. I'm sorry I'm missing comments. I'm probably going to need to get another device up and running, actually, because it would make my life a bit easier to see what you guys are saying. Hi, Linda. All right, not quite big enough, that piece there. Try that one. So this really is going to be a complete hodgepodge of different images and colours. But you know what, in my experience, they strangely will work fine. They will work together, okay? There we go. So what's everybody up to today, and where are you coming from? I do recognise a lot of names from my YouTube channel, so you guys must be watching on YouTube. Actually, what would be interesting for me to see is where you guys are watching me from. So if you're watching me on Facebook, put an FB. If you're watching me on YouTube, put a YT. And if you're watching me on HAPS, just give me a thumbs up. No, just say HAPS. Thank you, Carol. It's very sweet of you to say. I need a smaller piece for that. So with HAPS, apparently you can donate coins. There's this coin system. So you purchase the coins and then you can tip people. But just be aware that HAPS do keep 30% of the revenue. So if you would like to have more revenue, go to me. There are different ways in which you can support my channel. So please do go and follow me via YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and other places. And also, if you like any of the products that you see me use, they can be purchased. So, right, now I've got this great big long piece here, and I'm thinking I'm just going to use it in one go. You know, why faff around cutting it up when I may as well just stick it all down in one go. Look, there's a nice little bit of peachy paper there I can use. Hi, Debbie GPF Smith. Yes, I sort of thought it was you. Hi, Nessa. Yes, I'm not usually on here. So Cindy got me via HAPS. Great. Linda's watching me from Virginia. Linda's watching me via, is that YouTube, I think? Sarah's watching from Facebook. There we go. Oh, Martina's got lots of sticky. Great. Julie's watching me on YouTube. Oh, this is interesting to see how many. So how do I tell how many people are actually watching me in one go? How do I? Hi, Linda. So how do I know how many are watching me? Oh, well, I don't. I'll have to figure that one out another time. If somebody uses this app more than I do, can you please tell me, how do I know how many people are watching in one go? Hi, Michelle Revel-Jones. Nice to see you. Thank you for our lovely card. So I'm guessing, Michelle, you're watching me via Facebook. 36 people are watching. Okay, thank you for that. I just don't know how to find out that one. Oh, so you can see 14. Is that via Facebook then, Michelle? Yeah, so I'm doing this via another app that's broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube as well as Facebook. So it's just interesting experiment to see where everybody is coming from and stuff like that. So I know Saturday afternoons is probably not the busiest time that I could be broadcasting, but it's convenient for me. And I was just chilling at home, having a very lazy Saturday. I managed to watch Saturday Kitchen this morning, which on the day it was broadcast, which is unusual for me, and I thought it was hilarious. And one of my favourite restaurateurs was on there, Yatam Ottolenghi, and it's made me want to buy his next book. No, not his next book, but one of his newer books. And then I watched, what's it called, The Wedding Planner with Jennifer Lopez. Not watched that film for a very long time while having my late brunch and a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. So I feel very lazy today, but to be honest, I needed it. I needed to be lazy today. I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather with this funny cold that I've got. So there we go. So are you watching via YouTube then, Martina? Sally's watching via YouTube. Right, so I've got some little piece. I've got a little piece there, there, and there that I need to fill now. So I can pop that one there. Oh, you know what? I've just had an idea. I'm going to have to do this all again because I've just thought if I'd left gaps, I could have put the gold gild flakes in between. Oh. Okay, I'm going to do this whole process again in a second because I've just had a brainwave. See, that happens, you know, you get creating and then you go, oh, what if I did that? What if I did that? So please don't be put off just having a go, because it's in the process of creating that sometimes you'll get these little brainwave moments that, you know, can inspire you. So Cindy's saying yes, flakes. Yes, Cindy, I think so. Just a little bit of glue behind there. Can you guys see all right? Is the lighting okay? Because it's rather dull in Mid Wales, isn't it, Michelle Revel, who's watching, because I know she's in Mid Wales. So I'm going to save these little pieces because I'm going to do this all again. So these shall not go to waste. So basically, I'm going to be making cards from the scraps of scraps of scraps. The scraps are just going to get smaller and smaller until I'll be making like 3x3 cards or something. Right, so don't forget to stick these little stray bits down, because once this gets cut up, if you don't stick these little pieces down, they can then disappear off. The lighting's fine, but the quality not so good. Okay. What is that, the picture quality? Are you watching on YouTube, Nessa? Or do you mean the sound quality? I am using the phone that the sound quality is not so great with, so it could be that. But yeah, please do give me feedback, everybody. I want to know how this is working out. No, let's get my next piece of paper. I don't really want to look at anymore. It's a foggy screen. Okay. Maybe I could do with a little clean. Let me see if I can clean my lens. Bear with. Hi, Christine. There we go. Is that better? So if you're watching on YouTube, you can change the what's the word I want? Quality. You can change that in the settings, because for some reason YouTube has been lowering it, doing an automatic lower of the settings. So picture slightly blurry. Okay. Oh, that's better, is it, Kelly? Oh dear, that's me then. That means that I needed to clean up. Oh, so this is the bit that scares me the most, when you've got a whole sheet of sticky and it's rolling around and it wants to do its own thing. So I find it's easier to aim for a corner, and once you've got that corner right, you can then work your way down the side, as I'm doing here, lay that paper down, and once that side is on, you can then rub the rest of it on, okay? There we have it. Okay, so I am running out of scraps here, guys. So I think I might just cut a few more, because I do have a lot here. So let's have a look. I want to use up some of these pieces here. Hi, Navarana. Yeah, I could make a half sheet, but no, I've got loads. I want to use up these ones. They've been in my box for a while now, so they can go. Mind you, I've got lots of people using the internet in my house right now, so that probably doesn't help. Hi, Wendy, lovely to see you. Okay. So I need to remove, well, I was looking for strips to remove them, but no, don't you just remove the whole lot when it comes to this bit. Okay. So this time I want to leave gaps. And we're going to try and, actually I'm not going to leave gaps at the edge, because I don't know, for some reason it just sounds like hard work to me. So we'll pop that there, but I'm going to leave a gap there. I've got a little piece there that I can do there. Hi Bonnie, hi Tishan. If you're patient and accurate, this could be done with ordinary double-sided tape. Yes, it could. Yes, it could. I have seen it done. Actually, our CEO, Sarah, she demonstrated the gild flakes with sticky tape. Yeah, you can do it that way. But I was just doing this and thought, what if? What if? And that's part of the enjoyment of the creative process, isn't it? That you kind of, you do something and then something happens and you go, ooh, I wonder if. So, okay. And I'm not going to be super strict about the spaces between everything. I'm just going to see how it goes. Oh no, that's the same piece as that, isn't it? Down there. Like that. Okay. Hi Patricia, thank you. Hi Janine. She's late to class. Okay, so this bit protrudes a bit more than that, but you know what, I'm not going to worry too much. It's all going to get covered in gold, so it will be okay. No, I want a slightly more narrow piece for there, I think. There we go. Yeah, gold flakes. Oh yeah. Right. Okay, so I know it looks a little bit confusing now because you can see the writing, can't you, in between everything, but I think it's going to look good. Okay, hello everybody. Hi Julianne, lovely to see you. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, yeah. Had a busy few weeks moving house and I've managed to pick up a cold or some such virus, and although I'm okay, it's just not on my tip-top normal jolly self, but I'm just trying to pace myself. I've had a very chilled out morning. So, oh, I forgot about these little bits there, but okay, I might just cut that piece to size there. Oh, no, a bit smaller. Okay. Just going to check to see if there are any other areas that I could do with filling in. See, that looks rather wide. And I'm wondering if I can find a little sliver of something to pop there. Yeah, that's probably just the right sort of size that I need. Right. Hold on. Yeah. Ooh, yes, that's perfect. And then maybe a tiny little sliver on this side here too. Hi, Juanita. Right, so let's do a little bit of trimming and then the gold flakes are gonna come out. It's going, yes, this does look like good fun. It's going to be super good fun in a minute, Ali. Yeah. How are you, Ali? How's that doggy of yours? Oh, yes, seed beads. That might be fun as well. Yeah, I think if your sticky stuff is really sticky, then you could probably take it. There's those micro beads from years ago, although I think we're trying to stop using that sort of stuff because of the oceans and all that. But you know what, if you've got it in your stash, you may as well use it up. Thank you, Patricia. Right, so I'm just going to make sure this is all. Oh, I know what. Let's bring back. So this is the sheet that came off the sticky stuff. So I'm just going to rub, because I want to make sure everything is stuck down really well. I'm just going to give that a really good rub down. Now, see, if my dad was here, he'd get his hanky out and he'd rub with his hanky. My dad is sort of dad that always had a hanky in his pocket. Okay. Right. How's about that then? Yeah. Let's get the gold out. And I'm very organised. I have the gold flakes right next to me in that massive box. But I'm going to have to pull the camera back to give us a bit of space to do that. And so what I do is I keep my gold flakes here and just get some out as I need it. I don't pour out the whole tub. So I'm just going to start at the bottom and work my way up, just using my fingers. Oh, I've just noticed a strand of my hair has managed to get in there. Don't want that. So basically I'm just smooshing the gold flakes into all the spots where I haven't put the paper that I've stuck onto the adhesive sheet. So there's gaps between it all, and hopefully the gold flakes are going to stick really nicely to the adhesive sheet. I think it's working. Now, because they are flakes, sometimes like a whole flake that's bigger than the sticky space will stick on. So you do need to go back in there and rub some of those off. Now, you could use the Stampin' Up brush to do that. You will have to wash this afterwards though, because it's got these little tiny gold bits on there. That. Oh, my husband's just arrived back from the supermarket. Look at that. Ooh, how exciting. Oh, sorry, Julianne. Julianne was asking where I'm living. I'm still in Welshpool, Julianne. Haven't moved too far from where I was before. Yeah. Sorry, I'm missing questions because I haven't got a second device to watch. Right, I'm just pouring a few more flakes in. So this tub, this is the only tub I've ever bought, and I think it's going to last me a pretty long time. So this stuff is available in the new mini catalogue. So incidentally, if you don't have the new January to June mini catalogue, I do have spare copies. I also have copies of the annual catalogue for Stampin' Up. So if you are in the UK, please drop me a line. So you can contact me via ruthtrice@gmail.com. If you give me your land address, I can pop one in the post to you. And if you place an order, please remember to use the current host code, especially if your order is under £150, because I send you a little gift in the post the following month in the form of a voucher that's issued by myself. It's not a Stampin' Up promotion, it's my own promotion. So you have to redeem the vouchers through me, and you get a nice thank you card as well. And sometimes you'll get a thank you card that I've made online that you'll have seen me make. So, 201 hats. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for keeping tabs. I'm guessing that's because I've got Facebook viewers and I've got YouTube viewers at the same time. So they're kind of like combining. Right. Oh, this is beautiful. Don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. Gold makes the world a better place, doesn't it? I'm just popping that light on so that you can see that a bit better. Now I am covered in gold, mind. But it's happy stuff. So I'm just going to try and burnish the gold a little bit with the brush. Just push down the flakes into that adhesive so they don't then come off once I've made my cut. And even the tiny slither that I didn't stick my piece of paper onto earlier, it's stuck onto that. So it's really pretty. Oh, is that fizzy water I can hear, Tom? Ooh, could I have a fizzy water, please? Oh, now here, I think I didn't stick the sticky strip right to the edge here, so the gold flakes are not there. Pardon? Yes, please. Could you slice a lemon in it as well? It's in that bowl. Yeah, because we used the thing off it the other day. Sorry, you guys laughing at oh, Nessa. Hi, Michaela. Oh, lovely to see you. Gold finger. Yes, yes. Indeed, I know. I could put glue on my nails, couldn't I, and end up with golden nails. Oh, that is beautiful. Right, I'm wondering, how can I bling up this one now that I've just done? I could put some sticky strips across this in different places. The other thing you can do is actually use dimensionals. Right, let's cut this up then and make some cards, and then maybe we'll embellish this one with some gold. Oh, that's lovely, very refreshing. Bit of fizzy water and a lemon. Okay, so now to decide which bit I cut off, because this is 6 inches and I don't need it to be 6 inches. So I'm going to cut it off at, oh no, to see which side is the most accurate. I'm going to cut it at 14.35 mils. Oh, and then I've got this beautiful tiny strip that I could perhaps use for something else. So then let's have a look how this cuts up. So that's the 10 centimeter mark. I might just turn it around first, see what it looks like that way. Okay, that's nice. And I quite like that I've got these white spaces, because if I want to stamp some, what's the word I want, some sentiments on here, I can do that. So okay, so this is going to go right through a gold bit, but I believe in our blade. Well, this is not actually our blade, but I believe in my trimmer. It can do it. It's a pretty good one. The blades are quite long. So if you're wondering why I've got a pink blade here, it's because this isn't the ones that we get from Stampin' Up. It just so happens that someone gifted me this one, so I'm using it, and then I do have the Stampin' Up ones to replace it with. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You could put flakes, what did Judy say, on just the sticky paper and then punch out some flowers. Yes, I was thinking that. I was indeed. You know me, Judy, I'm a bit of a sucker for flowers. Okay, so this piece, I'm going to actually trim both edges just to get a really nice, accurate edge. So 14.35 by 14.35. So that works out approximately sort of, well, if you're doing this with American size cards, it's probably about 5 inches. Oh, to gild the, so Martina's suggesting you gild the paper first and then punch it out. Yeah, either way would work. One might be less fussier than the other, don't know. Yes, Gail, you can. Yes, you can do that too. You can use the heat and stick powder. Yep. Actually, what might be interesting is to use the heat, is to stamp a texture stamp across this. Can you imagine if I did, can you imagine if I stamped that across the whole lot of that and then gilded it? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Or just some butterflies, perhaps. What butterflies do I have? I've got the new ones, haven't I? Or the touch of ink. That one. The only thing about stamping onto here is that it's very textured. You've got some pieces raised up, so it can be a little bit, if you want a very precise image, I probably wouldn't recommend that you do that straight onto here. Perhaps do it onto some vellum, and yeah, oh, definitely an embossing folder. I just don't have all my big embossing folders, so yeah. Oh, Kelly, that sounds really interesting. Hi, April. Spottage. Yes, you could definitely do some spottage. Actually, you could do some of the bigger dots. That would be nice in gold flakes, wouldn't it? Oh, there's so many options. Right, let me have I'm just going to have a moment to think. Hold on. Let's see what we have here. So we've got those three, and we have these three. So I'm feeling like I want to stamp a nice sentiment here. This point here. So actually, I've got this, as I've got this out. So this is a stamp set that you can earn for free. If you place an order for £90, you can actually order this stamp set and you will have this for free. So hello friend. Oh, that would be beautiful there, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Oh, the thinking of you. Thinking of you probably fits better because it's slightly larger. That would look nice there, wouldn't it? Hi, Nicola. What size are these? These are your basic A5 card size, Andrea. Nice to see you, by the way. I'm getting so many different people on here that I know do follow me, but don't tend to come to my lives because I do them quite late. So it's lovely to see you all. So I know what, let's focus on this one. Let's get this one finished. So we've got some Highland Heather cardstock here ready to go. So there we go. I think that's done, personally. Don't think I need to do much more to that. I heard falling blue. Yep. Oh, there it is. Struggling a little bit with my angle. Okay, that's done. Thank you, April. Well, yes, do go back and watch that later. So this one feels like it has a natural little gap at that point there. So I'm thinking the Hello Friend would fit in there really nicely. I do like this stamp set because it's got some very usable sentiments in it. So Hello Friend could do for all sorts of different occasions. Yeah, good. You're watching me on the telly. Oh, Nicola's had a vaccine, feeling a bit poorly. Oh, I hope you're feeling better today, Nicola. Yeah, it's been interesting reading on social media different people's reactions to the vaccine. Going to try that with the. Oh, I've just realised that's upside down. It says it's supposed to say thank you, but never mind. Ah, lovely to see you, Nydia. Take care. So if someone's watching on Haps, could you please tell me how many viewers I have? Because I don't know how I can see that. Oh, anyway. It's all a bit new to me. And if someone's watching on YouTube, could you tell me how many people are watching on YouTube? And then on Facebook? Yes, so I use sticky sheets. Yes, Julianne. Just Julianne asking what I did. Where's my sticky sheets on? Yeah, I'll show you what they are. So you get them like this. You get a pack of 12 and they measure 6 by 12 inches. So you take off one layer and then you stick them onto whatever paper you want to make sticky. Then you peel back the sheet and then you stick whatever you want on it. Is that on YouTube, Diane and Juanita? Right, that one's done. Let's move that one out of the way. So this one, it's got a little gap there, I would say, for a sentiment. What have I got left? Hope. That's nice. That fit just there like that. Yeah, absolutely one of a kind. Yeah, I really do encourage everybody to have a go doing these types of cards because you don't know what you're going to end up with, but it's a great way also to use up your scraps and your bits and pieces that may have accumulated on your desk. You know? Right, so let's have a look. What colour should we use now for this? Try a bit of mint macaron for this one. Oh no, maybe pool party. Doesn't have pool party. It's a bit unusual for me. Or do I? It's mint macaron. Let's try it on white. See. Is there more space in the new house, says Tina? Not really, but we are hopefully going to be reaping the benefits of decluttering. So we decluttered a lot in our old house because we were downsizing. And the space that my craft space at the moment is the conservatory stroke what will be the dining room. So I'm going to be having a studio built in my garden. So all the craft stuff will then be housed there. So it will free up this conservatory part then for the family a bit more. So at the moment it's got boxes of stuff that needs to be removed and It's got a sofa here and my crafts, some of my craft stuff. Some of my craft stuff is at a friend's house in boxes. But I'm hoping that once I do have a space and the craft stuff starts coming back from my friends, I'm actually going to open the boxes and go, don't think I need that anymore. After living without it for a few months. There we go. There we go. That's the one on white. Love that. Right, I did have an idea of what to do on here. I'm thinking a piece of vellum with, I've got that lovely new sentiment set that's got that really big happy birthday on it. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I can't even remember the name of it. It's such a new stamp set to me. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Happiest of birthdays. This one. So I was thinking, what about doing this in gold on some vellum and then having that a piece of vellum on top of that. So I'm just going to grab out my, no, that's glossy white, no, that's a good thing. Just trying to find my vellum, sorry about this. It's in one of my, it used to be one of my folds, maybe it isn't. Hey, found the vellum. Okay, so I'm going to cut this vellum so that it's just a little bit smaller than my card fronts. Oh, hello, Tom. Oh, Tom's watching. He wants to get in on the action. Okay, I'm going to cut this to 8.5. Am I going to cut it to 8 or should I do it to 8? Just make sure that will fit on there. Yeah, that will fit on there. So cut that to 8 centimeters. So then 10 minus 8 is 2. So I need to do 14 minus 2. So then cut that to 12.35 there. Just double check that on there. Okay, so that will sit nicely on there. So we can still see the design behind it, but we've got this lovely kind of muted type effect there. So 12.35 here. So I'm going to cut this to 8. So Tom, are you watching me on Facebook or YouTube? Thanks, Patricia. Well, it kind of makes sense really, because as I said, we've downsized a little bit, and it's only fair really that the family have the house. Yeah, I painted them last night. Yeah, they're cheap stuff, so they're probably going to chip by the end of the day. So, okay, so before we start using any fancy sticky inks, we do need to use our good old trusted embossing buddy. So this is just to remove any sticky residue that might be on the vellum, because I've been touching it and handling it, and my fingers are oily and so on. And I'm also going to bring on here a piece of scrap paper, because up to now I've been rather naughty and not used any scrap paper on that. And then I'm going to get the Versamark ink out. Oh, Ivy, if you do have a look at my playlists on YouTube, I do have a whole playlist dedicated to using up scraps. So do check that out. After your live or before? I don't remember seeing them in the replay. So what was that, Heidi? My videos. Oh, pretty much all my live videos that I've done on YouTube are available to watch again. Very rarely do I make them private afterwards. The only time I tend to make live videos private is if the information is just like redundant, or if it was kind of more of a private chat that I ended up having with some of my viewers. But generally, a lot of my videos are still there. Okay, so I've inked that up really, really, really well. Super juicy. Now, just checking to make sure that this is straight. So I'm looking for the straightest kind of set of words, and I want that to be parallel with the top of my block. I'm just going to re-ink that because I touched it. So because they're parallel with the top of my block, I know that as long as I get the bottom or top of my block parallel with my paper, it's going to be in the middle. Thanks, Diane. So if who's watching on HAPS, can you tell me what the combined amount is now? Hi, Chris Kosumo. Welcome. So who's watching for the first time? Who's never come across my channel before? Whether on HAPS or YouTube or Facebook? Okay. Managed to get some bit of gold fleck on there. Didn't mean to do that. Thank you. Oh, no, I've run out of energy. I'm down to 5%, guys. Oops. Oh dear. What's HAPS? Oh, it's an app I'm using at the moment, Julianne, to broadcast from. And I've just realised my battery is down to 5%, which isn't useful. HAPS is a live broadcasting app that enables you to broadcast to multiple platforms. So I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook currently. Okay, guys, because I'm running out of battery, I think I'm going to cheat and I'm just going to use embossing powder on here because I don't think my battery's going to last long enough for me to do the heat and stick and the gilding flakes. Yeah, I've plugged in, but I think the rate that I'm using up battery, I'm not going to be able to sustain this for too long. So there we go. Right, I'm just going to get some gold embossing powder. Put that across there like that. Yeah, this was kind of like a Saturday afternoon, a bit of an experiment to see how HAPS works. I obviously didn't plan ahead to think about my battery running out. Anyway, it's been lovely to have your company. So I'm going to say goodbye now, just in case my phone runs out of battery. So remember to put your little leftover embossing powder straight back in the pot before it spills, because I think lots of us have done that. And I'm going to get out my heat tool. Just juggling extension leads and things, hey guys. Oh, hi, hi, Heidi. Wow, what time is it with you? Must be the middle of the night. Okay, I'm just going to let that cool. So let's give this a bit of a test run. Which one do you think it's going to look better on? That one. That one. I'm thinking this one because it's got that darker sort of section there that helps the writing to show up really well. That's cute. 10 past 3 in the morning, Heidi? Wowzers. That's dedication for you. So are you up early or in bed late? Which one is it? Oh, bonjour. Who's that? Bonjour, Chris. Martine is saying, je n'ai pas les français. Okay. Well, je suis pas les petits. Very petty. Right, where's my glue? I might not go to sleep. Well, hopefully, you know, my voice will send you to sleep, Heidi. You know what? You wouldn't be the first to tell me that you watch me to go to sleep. There are lots of people I know who watch my videos to go to sleep. And it's okay. I'm not offended. Oh, je n'aime pas un peu. Right, so let's discuss how you attach vellum. So vellum is one of those tricky things that you kind of have to think about how you're going to attach it, because whatever you attach it with is going to be visible unless you get some of that fancy, there is some fancy sticky stuff that you can put on the backs of vellum that doesn't kind of show up. So one way is to, yes, stick it with, I don't know, dimensionals or something, and then hide it with an embellishment, which is what I think I'm going to do today, guys. So let's grab a tiny, one of my little tiny dimensionals, because I also like the idea of raising them up a little bit. So very carefully, I'm going to make sure that I stick these dimensionals kind of an equal distance from the corner all around. You see that I'm doing that. So that there, that there, and that kind of there. I think that will work. Wow, I'll be going an hour. Well, thank you everybody for sticking with me, whatever platform you're watching me on. Please don't be afraid to give me some feedback on this. You know, what worked, what didn't work, what could be improved. I'm going to stick that smack bang in the middle. Like that. I'm going to look for some embellishments, which I did have yesterday. Some cute embellishments out. Right, there they are. Got some crystals here. Ooh, actually, I've got some of these. These are retired, but the reason I'm going to use them is because I know that they're going to cover up those, because these are quite big, and it kind of draws your eye to look at the gold. So these, I used to call these like jelly tots when they first came out, because they remind me of jelly tots. This is a bit blingy, isn't it? But it's fun. Sponge wedge instead of a cotton ball, so the fibres don't. Oh, you're talking about blending or something. Ooh, don't move. So there we go. So that covers up the dimensional that's sticking the vellum, and it creates a bit of a focal point too. So normally I don't go for sort of equidistant, you know, four corners, but I think in this instance it works quite well. So there we go. You've got that lovely sentiment there in the middle, and I've got two more left over to do something with at a later date. You love your blingy bling, and I'll just bring back the other ones that we've made today as well. So we've got this one, this one, and this one. So let me know which is your favourite. Pop a comment and say thinking of you, hello friend, or hope, or birthday. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can do that. If you're watching this on replay, you can do that in the comments. So there we go. That's thinking of you one, and that's the hello friend one. Try and get you up a bit higher. I've got you plugged into my charger, so it's a bit tricky. So that's hello friend. That's hope. That's the birthday one. Thank you, Bree. Right, great to see you all. Thank you for indulging me with my little experiment into haps. We'll see how it goes, and might do this occasionally. I don't plan to do this all the time on my YouTube channel because I'm not sure on the quality, so I'm going to go back and watch everything on the different platforms to see how it worked and look at the engagement and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll evaluate and go from there. So thinking of you, I seem to be having a purple phase. You like that one, do you? There we go. Right, take care everybody. Lovely to see you all, and catch you again soon. Bye. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, especially if you're on haps. Take care for now. Bye.